Manchester United's midfield has been their Achilles heel for over a decade now, and Ruben Neves might just be the answer to their problems. It is 10 years ago this month that Paul Scholes came out of retirement to paper over the cracks in Sir Alex Ferguson's engine room. They missed out on the title to Man City on the final day that season, but sealed their last Premier League triumph to date a year later. Nearly 9 years and 5 managers later, United have still not got the balance right in their midfield. Admittedly, their defense and attack hasn't been great either in the barren post-Fergie years, but it's the midfield malaise that best epitomizes United's lack of tactical identity. That's why reports that United are determined to land Neves, who bossed the midfield at Wolves, won at Old Trafford last weekend, and could do so for as little as £40 million, will come as music to the ears. The 24-year-old Portuguese's ability to control a game from the center of the park with his passing range while maintaining defensive discipline is a skill set not seen by a Red Devils midfielder since Scholes. That is not to say that Neves is at Scholes' level yet, or ever will be, but he plays in the style that the Old Trafford legend did in the second half of his career as he evolved from a goal-scoring attacking midfielder into a deep-lying playmaker. United's midfield went from a strength to a weakness before Ferguson retired. Roy Keane and Scholes formed their most celebrated partnership in the late 90s and early 2000s, but before that Keane and Paul Ince were formidable too, as were Scholes and Michael Carrick together after. But as time caught up with Scholes and Ryan Giggs, who had been converted into a central midfielder in his latter years. Added to the injury and illness problems which prevented Owen Hargreaves and Darren Fletcher from taking on their mantle, Ferguson passed on to David Moyes a midfield of an aging Carrick and not much else. Since then, no one has grabbed United's midfield by the scruff of its neck and stamped their authority on the team. Moyes signed Marwan Fellaini, a hatchet man target man hybrid whose passing skills left an awful lot to be desired. He also backed Tom Cleverley, who did a bit of everything and a lot of nothing, much like £20 million Ferguson signing Anderson, who was sold by Moyes in January 2014.